Alright, so I got an interesting one today. Let's talk about Phoenix 2772. So, this is a Japanese movie by the legendary Osamu Tezuka, the creator of Astro Boy, Kimba the White Lion, Blackjack, etc. I've reviewed, I guess, a couple movies that he worked on. Actually, I think mainly movies that were pornographic. Um, yeah. But anyway, let's see. So this is a story. It's set in the future. We have a young man who is, or yeah, in the future, humans are, excuse me. Yeah, it says here all human beings are produced in test tubes, and their roles in society are selected by computers, from pilot to politician, etc. So yeah, we have our main character who is basically raised to be a pilot. Um, um, and he has kind of a robot friend, humanoid female. And I guess the plot of the movie is basically, trying to capture this phoenix, this space phoenix. And I guess I guess the main character has a brother named Rock, who is apparently he's like kind of a higher up in on Earth, and he's kind of a power hungry dictator type. Um, so let's see. So yeah, he's after the Firebird, Phoenix, whatever you want to call it. Um, and yeah, there's quite a few twists and turns in here. There's some very colorful characters. Um, like pre-mentioned android female. We got a few creatively designed alien characters. And we even seem to have a few characters that are like their design is like heavily based on like characters from other Tezuka comics, manga, his other anime. For instance, the leader of I guess the warden of the prison that the main character is sent to near the beginning. He greatly looks like Blackjack, the main character of the anime of the same name. Yeah. And then there's a character that helps them along the way who literally looks like the character Daddy Walrus from Astro Boy. And yeah, I guess there's some other characters that might be like ripped straight out of other Tezuka anime. So yeah, it's pretty weird, but yeah, it doesn't say anything about them being the same characters. So I guess they're just different people and who just happen to look like those other characters. And yeah, basically the main story revolves around trying to capture this phoenix and use it to I guess the villains want it for power, drink its blood for immortality, but I guess if living being sacrifices itself to it, they can restore an entire planet. So, because yeah, the Earth is like basically dying. So yeah, a few little key plot points. I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, this was definitely an interesting movie, and it got off to a very promising start because like the first like 10 minutes or so, it's like completely silent. It's there's no dialogue. It's just showing the main character being, you know, born in a test tube and then being like raised by machines and then being given his like robot friend, yeah, robot slash love interest character, and and yeah, you kind of figure out everything that's going on without like any dialogue at all. It's those are usually some of the best like moments from any work of animation because you know they pulled that off in like Up and I guess it's a slightly lesser example, but I remember getting a bit of that from the Leica film Box Trolls. Yeah, there's some movies or just animations in general out there that like they tell the whole story without any dialogue whatsoever. So yeah, the first few minutes of this movie is like a masterpiece. I think it's some of the some of the best animated scenes I've seen. You know, and yeah, you know, even like the opening credits, we see the titular Phoenix, and you know the animation is very beautiful. There's some very unique experimental visuals all throughout the movie. But yeah, and yeah, there even seem to be some visuals that are like heavily based on 2001: A Space Odyssey. Because yeah, I see a few effects in there that kind of look like basically near the end of that movie when the main character is traveling through this wormhole or whatever, and and yeah, I guess the beginning where he's a baby in a test tube almost reminds me of the end of that movie where the man turns into a giant space fetus. Spoiler alert, I guess. But yeah, and yeah, overall, the animation is good. You know, there's definitely some like really high quality moments in the animation throughout this movie. And even when it's not like amazing, it's still good enough as you know, kind of for you know, Japanese anime. There's some like cartoony moments mixed in with like the more you know, cinematic moments. But yeah, I guess I don't mind the occasional sight gag or whatever. Yeah. Let's see. That being said, my main regret is, yeah, this is one case where I kind of wish I didn't just look for an English dub just to make the viewing experience as easy as possible for myself. Because this English dub was, it was bad. Like, some of the worst voice acting I have ever heard in my life. You know, there's, first of all, they, like, fail to dub the, you know, lip syncing, you know, they fail to sync it all up. So, yeah, at one point they'll just be moving their mouths, there's no words, or sometimes they'll be talking, they're not moving their mouth. And then, you know, they'll say lines really awkwardly. They'll either over-express or under-express. Some characters have voices that just do not match their design. Like, for instance, the Blackjack lookalike, his voice just could not sound more off. Like, he's like this handsome-looking, this strapping, dark and brooding character, and yet he has the voice of some mustachio-twirling Saturday morning cartoon villain or something. And then there's, like, I know there's other character. I guess also the main villain of the movie, the brother. Yeah. And, yeah. And it's a shame. It's like the first 5-10 minutes of the movie where they're just telling the story silently, no dialogue or anything. It just looks so amazing. And then, we get to the actual dialogue. They start talking, and it's like, ooh. Yeah. And just for the record, apparently the English dub was originally released without that masterpiece opener, the first 10 minutes or so. But yeah, that's like the highlight of the whole film, so yeah, that would have taken quite a bit away. So yeah, I guess I watched a version that put that scene back in, and I guess it doesn't lose it, or it doesn't mess with anything by inserting it. So yeah. Also, I guess there are some issues with the pacing. It kind of feels like nothing's happening at one moment, and then at another moment it kind of feels like a lot is happening. There's some pretty awkward story beats throughout. It's a shame. I really wanted to, love this. And for the record, I still thought it was good for what it was, There's a lot to admire in this movie. Some of the characters, mainly like the comic reliefs, got a little annoying. I guess mostly this alien who's like in this shell that looks like dice, or six-sided die. But otherwise they all had cute, unique designs, and yeah, it was definitely an interesting movie, and I'm glad I saw it. And yeah, if you're interested, if you're a fan of Tezuka's work, I would definitely recommend this. Obviously, it's not perfect, but yeah, I think there's enough good stuff in this movie that makes it worth watching at least once, So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie a 7 out of 10. Sorry, still recovering from my cold. And yeah, as usual, if there's anything else I need to add, I'll put it in the comments. And I guess I'm just going to leave it at that for now. Mash it and smash it, signing off.